sporadic sun, sea, sand and now surf, and lots of it, Boscombe on the UK south coast is being reborn as a surfer's paradise thanks to a new man-made structure beneath the sea.
The whole surfing world is looking at this. This is the first one in Europe, in the Northern Hemisphere, I believe.
Once you get a good swell working on this reef, surfers will want to be here and surf a quality surf location, so it'll attract attention to this area.
With a good swell, the reef is expected to provide grade 5 waves. That's in the challenging range for the 10,000 surfers expected here each year. Think 4-metre high waves, comparable with the pipeline in Hawaii.
Is to improve the quality of the surf that people experience when they come to the beach here and increase the number of surfable days. It actually enhances the existing swell when the swell is present. I mean, the biggest misnomer in this entire thing is that a reef can make waves. It can't make waves. Ocean, storms, and swell generate waves. And what reefs do is break them and shape them in a way that's more conducive to surfing.
Mimicking the effect of a natural reef, this $5 million ramp pushes waves upwards and sculpts them into powerful barrels. Fixed to the seabed, more than 200 metres offshore, constructing the reef has been a challenge for ASR, the New Zealand-based contractor, the first one they've built north of the equator.
The biggest challenge by far is the weather. You need good weather conditions. If there's any waves or wind whatsoever that are creating swell and waves, you can't work because you're actually trying to build a structure in the surf zone. The reef is constructed with sand-filled geotextile containers. In layman's terms, it's massive sausages full of sand. To envision it, you're looking at a structure about the size of a football field, and some of the sausages are 70 meters in length and the diameter of a car.
Commissioned by the local council and over a year in the making, the reef's not just attracting those looking to catch a wave. For the Sorted Surf Shop, it's been a boon for business.
We've actually created about another 7 or 8 jobs purely from the reef itself, with having the new surf school and the new shop directly on the beach in front of the reef. The whole area's changed. It's looking really good down here. The whole vibe's feeling completely different to what it was last year even.
The British seaside has been in terminal decline since people started going overseas for their recreation. This artificial reef, new beach huts and developments are now breathing new life and subsequently new business into this ailing coastal community.
The jet came along and everybody started going over to Spain and to the Mediterranean, and the same as a lot of seaside resorts in the country, it became a rundown area. I think from day one it was obvious that a reef on its own wasn't going to be enough. There's no point putting a surf reef on a dilapidated stretch of coastline where you've got rundown buildings and a kind of reputation for drugs and social housing. So it needed to be a joined up approach.
That's why the reef was central to an $18 million project aimed at rejuvenating the whole Boscombe area, including the pier with fresh apartments and restaurants and a new lease of life for dilapidated 1950s beach pods.
Well, I think if you're going to take something that's down at heel, rather than just give it a lick of paint and just do a little bit with it, you've got to do more. And so to do things like the murals and to do the bespoke deck chairs and to do the Formica kitchens, and then to have a great restaurant down at the front and cool surf schools, and to change a building that could have just been left just as some beach pods and rented them out cheap and everything. Now it's desirable, and they've sold for quite a substantial amount of money.
Now fetching an eye-watering $160,000 each, the successful sale of the designer beach pods is part of a bigger picture, one of coastal revitalisation.
The reef has really spearheaded the economic regeneration of Boscombe. What we're likely to see over the coming years is a huge increase in visitor numbers and particularly repeat business.
I'm sure this as a model will be repeated. There's a lot of interest not only from towns within the UK, but increasingly we're getting interest from European states about how this technology could help to transform their resorts.
As the surfers wait for the world-class winter swell that's predicted, the economic waves are already washing through Boscombe. And who's following the surf here? Countless ailing coastal communities across Europe, looking enviably for a similar transformation.